Hello and welcome to Storyskeptic. A couple of videos ago I talked about how Harry Potter just lost its color at a point in the film series. You can check it out here if you want to, but it got me thinking about Harry Potter, and just give it enough time and there will be a TV show of Harry Potter. And it's a TV show I would kill for, I'm not kidding, but it has to be done right, and I'll explain what makes it such a good candidate. And there's no doubt that the Harry Potter movies in themselves were a great feat. It was not easy to pull that cinematic series off. People just love Harry Potter, and I think the direction they went with the play and with the Newt Scamander movies, with the Crimes of Grindelwald and all that, didn't really work as well. And that's, at least with Fantastic Beasts, I think it's because they left Hogwarts. When I revisit the Harry Potter books, I don't do it because of the story and the characters. I do. That's one reason, but the biggest reason that keeps me going back to it is because of the world. It's because I want to be at Hogwarts with these kids and just live their quote-unquote mundane life at Hogwarts. That's why I come back, not really for the story and the characters, but because of the setting. Some of the things I really love with the books is just the everyday stuff. Going to class, going to herbology or divination, anything. Just the everyday life of witches and wizards at a boarding school is so fun to read about. I know some people want to see just the Harry Potter story again, just in the TV show, to get all the stuff that was in the books, but I think you can just read the books for that experience, and the films did a good enough job that we have it. And then someone is talking about having a show where we follow the Marauders. That's Jacob Potter, Harry's dad, and his friends, but that's also kind of, you're going back in time, and we know what's going to happen in The Prisoner of Azkaban. Everything is explained, so that takes out some suspense. What I would like to see is just a new set of kids starting at Hogwarts, and them just dealing with all the social challenges that comes at school, getting friends, allies, enemies, mentors, towards the ends, like romantic relationships, and just figuring out what they want to do with their life. It would be like a big show about a group of kids growing up, a gigantic coming of age story from several point of views. And then you just have all the other fun stuff with these interesting subjects like potions, care of magical creatures, and towards the final years of Hogwarts they can do the apparitions class. And of course you have that drama beneath all of this magical stuff. There's so much stuff to just dig into. Like, I would love to see another Triwizard tournament. You have the Dark Forest, and you have like lots of students and teachers. It's so big, you could put whatever you wanted into the castle, and it would make sense in the world building. It's the type of show that could support like 200 episodes. And just like Quidditch is a thing that the films didn't do enough, and even the books kind of skimmed on it. But in a TV show, it could have been a big arc, like a side plot that really gets its time of day. And it's really fun, like, for Christ's sake, people are playing Quidditch without the magic. That's how much people like it. So it would be great to have that in a TV show. I'm just like, how does it work? Like, dive into it. I would love for a show that took Quidditch seriously and just get down to the nuts and bolts. What's the best tactics? Who's their leader? I want to see the game play out. And we could have another World Cup, which we could actually have time to watch. Or you could have someone on the team, like maybe go on a international cup where you have like a team from Hogwarts playing in France or something like that. And I mean, J.K. Rowling wrote a book called Quidditch Through the Ages, and there's so much bit of interesting lore there they could expand on and talk about. And another argument for just going for completely new characters in a new year is that we know a lot about Gryffindor, some about Slytherin, but there's 4 houses, so Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw. I could really like the show to either follow students from every house or just commit to Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw, and let's experience 7 years at Hogwarts from that point of view. And it just suits the TV show. Like, you have 7 years at Hogwarts, and that's 7 seasons with like 10 or 20 episodes each season, where you follow kids that grow up to be adults, and you start with them being sorted into houses and until they're taking their owls at the last year doing their final exams. They can go all their years at Hogwarts. And a bit like Game of Thrones, we'll be following these kids like Arya Stark and Bran and all of those characters as they grow up. And yeah, I think that's just really an exciting way to make television. So I kind of would have a mystery plot in each season, but I would also allow it to change based on the age of the kids, kind of the way they do it in the Harry Potter books. But I would keep it grounded. I wouldn't go as epic as Harry Potter did. I would want the show to be like what Mandalorian is to the Star Wars movies, something just grounded. Just something heartfelt with some action and adventure and mystery and all of this. Something special needs to happen every year. But I would really want to lean into this everyday life at Hogwarts. The reason I revisit and read books, just to live at Hogwarts for a while. And yeah, I think that would be a great show. Let me know what you think about it. Are you looking forward to a Harry Potter show? I'll see you in the next video.
Mischief managed.